Chapter 2. The Road to the East. Bertrand of Herault was no longer a boy. His dark hair now grows a beard. He was a creature of shadow and hunger, shaped by a world that demanded cruelty, yet haunted by the memory of a father who had loved him, and by a city far away that promised absolution. Somewhere beyond the Mediterranean, among the spires and stones of Jerusalem, he believed he could find himself, or die trying. The spring of his 20th year found Bertrand of Herault on the road, a pilgrim cloaked in dust. He had left Gignac behind with no farewell, save for a whispered prayer at his father's grave. The path to Jerusalem stretched like a scar across Christendom, and Bertrand meant to follow it until his sins were buried in holy soil. He passed first through Montpellier, where the merchants spoke of nothing but the fires that still smoldered in the south. Cathar villages burned, their people branded heretics. The air was thick with smoke and judgment, and Bertrand felt the weight of his kin's whispered faith pressing on him. Perhaps he, too, carried the stain of heresy in his blood. In Marseille, he found passage eastward, pressed among sailors, mercenaries, and other desperate men. It was on the docks where Bertrand learned that the land he hoped to see would only be a dream. Jerusalem, the Holy Land, was in Muslims' hands, and pilgrims were being turned away. Bertrand thought to himself, "This is all the more reason to go." The salt wind stung his face as the ship cut through the waves toward Venice, and beyond it, the fractured lands of Byzantium. When at last he reached the crumbling cities of the Greeks, he saw a people proud but broken, their empire splintered by Latin greed. The mosaics of their churches still gleamed with gold and sapphire, but the walls bore scars of siege, and the priests looked upon him with suspicion. To them he was no pilgrim, but another hungry Latin come to claim what was not his.